Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is our final mini project for the semester. Like I said, we have this last little mini project, which is summative, counts like a quiz in terms of
Wait, where
grades.
is that? Because I don't see it in Code Direct.
I should have opened it. Oh, I didn't open it. There you go. All right,
Thank you.
go ahead and refresh your screens. It should be open now. I thought I had opened it. My bad. All right, so you have lesson 23, mini project, the flyer game. So, like I said, we have lesson 23. We are going to have, I want to say, one or two more lessons, and then we will have the remaining 2 weeks to work on our final projects. Again, I want to remind everybody that any late, missing, or redo assignment, whether you are doing it for full credit or late credit, is due no later than June the 3rd. After June the 3rd, the only thing I will be accepting for any kind of a grade is going to be this final project, which we'll be working on through the end. I want to say June the 9th, because that's technically the last day for your finals. Okay, so let's talk about lesson 23. Enough about the schedule. So, lesson 23 mini project, you are going to be creating a flyer game. So, we already created a scroller game. Now, you're going to be creating a small flyer game. In this flyer game, the player tries to collect coins. The rocks push the player across the screen. When the player goes off the screen, the game is over. Play the game a few times and discuss with your partner. You have already learned all the skills you need to code this game. You will be making your own fire game in this mini project. Okay, so when you go ahead and hit run, we are using the, oh, okay, never mind. Ooh, that was quick. Using the arrow keys to sort of stay on the screen, and I'm sort of kind of flying around trying to collect coins, and apparently I'm really bad at this game. Anyways, you get the idea. My little flybot is flying around trying to collect coins, and the what's it called? The rocks are trying to push me off the screen. So obviously we have user controls. With the arrow keys, we have collision detection. We have the coin that is being randomly replaced after it gets touched. And then, of course, we have the push, the displacement code being used so that those rocks can push the player off the screen. So those are some of the codes that I can tell are being used kind of immediately. If you take a look at bubble 2, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm trying to, I don't know if this is okay. I need to start over. I'm like this. Here we go. All right, so bubble 2 kind of has all of your sort of the instructions here, and it's going to take you through everything you need to do. So it says first create the sprites for your program. If you already have a player sprite, you can change its animation. Now I have this flybot that has been created. If you want to change the animation, you can change it to anything in your animation tag. If you don't like flybot, change them. It's perfectly okay. All right, so go back into the code. Find the comment game setup that's up top. Create 3 sprites, the target and 2 obstacles. For each sprite, set an animation that you choose for it. Scale each one to the size you want. So you are going to be setting an animation. You'll be making a sprite, setting an animation, and then scaling it, and then placing them where you want it to be on or off the screen. Set starting velocities for the obstacles. Use the X velocity to move left to right, or the Y velocity to move up and down. Test your program. The player and the target should be on the screen. The obstacles should start off screen and move across the screen from left to right and up to down. So if you follow the instructions, ladies and gentlemen, that are given, which are very detailed as you go through this, you will be able to successfully complete this particular mini project. Bubble 3 is going to help you with the falling. Make sure you read all of your directions. Bubble 4 is going to be about the player controls. Usually we use arrows, but I know if you are a PC gamer, sometimes people use like the WADX keys instead. Obviously, that is your choice. For bubble 5, come on. We have the float from left to right. That is where you see my little guy moving forward and backwards with my velocity X, which again, we've already done this. This is you showing all of your skills for the last couple of weeks that we've been working on. Looping, this is where the thing disappears but then comes back. Okay, it kind of goes through in terms of random numbers, how to do that. So you have the looping for the obstacles. For bubble 7, we will be setting up our sprite interactions. So remember, the flybot wants to catch the coin, but is going to be pushed by the obstacles. So make sure you set that up properly. And as always, our final bubble is just a review of your work where you get to decide whether you want to add something else, take something out, tweak your code, make sure that it's working. As always, I have included in the assignment a project guide. Some of you guys like to use them, some of you don't. It is not necessary for you to complete the project guide, but I do include them for the people who like using them. And part of the project guide is also the project rubric included at the bottom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will have today and tomorrow in class to work on this mini project, which kind of counts like a quiz grade. So you guys at this time have your time to work and to ask me any issues or questions you have. But if there are none immediately at this time, I'm going to go ahead and stop my video.